You are probably sitting at a red light right now doing something that is slowly chewing up the most expensive parts of your car. You pull up to a long traffic intersection or a huge traffic jam. Your foot is on the brake, the car is in drive, and you just sit there for 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes. You think nothing of it, but inside your automatic transmission, your torque converter is constantly fighting your brakes. The engine wants to push the car forward, but you are holding it back. This creates a ton of friction and builds up heat in your transmission fluid. If you know you are going to be sitting there for a while, just slide the gear selector into neutral or park. It gives the whole system a break and stops that unnecessary heat buildup. Speaking of neutral, here is a trick people think makes them clever but actually destroys their automatic transmission. Coasting down a big hill in neutral to save gas. It sounds logical, right? Engine RPM drops, so you must be saving money. Wrong. Modern automatic transmissions rely on an internal pump driven by the engine to keep everything lubricated and cooled. When you drop it into neutral at highway speeds, that pump slows down, but the output shaft is still spinning like crazy. You are literally starving your transmission of the oil pressure it needs to survive, grinding those gears dry. Plus, modern cars cut fuel injection when coasting in gear anyway, so you are risking a massive repair bill for zero fuel savings. Then there is the biggest lie the automotive industry ever sold you, the myth of lifetime transmission fluid. You look in your owner's manual and it says the fluid never needs to be changed. That is absolute garbage. No fluid on Earth is immune to heat, friction, and pressure. Over time, that oil breaks down, loses its viscosity, and fills up with microscopic metal shavings and clutch dust. It stops lubricating and starts acting like liquid sandpaper. If you have a turbo, a diesel, or you just drive in heavy traffic, this happens even faster. By the time you hit around 60,000 to 80,000 miles, that so-called lifetime fluid is doing active damage. If you wait until it starts shifting hard or slipping, the damage is already done. Ignore the lifetime claim and get that fluid changed regularly. Now think about how you park on a hill. You pull into the spot, keep your foot on the brake, shift into park, let go of the brake, and feel the whole car roll back an inch and clunk into place. That clunk is the sound of your car's entire weight resting on a tiny piece of metal inside the transmission called the parking pawl. It is about the size of your finger. It is meant to keep the car from rolling, not to hold thousands of pounds of weight on an incline all by itself. Doing this every day eventually bends or breaks that pawl, and one day you will hear a loud snap, and your car will roll right down the hill. The fix is incredibly simple. While your foot is still firmly on the brake pedal, engage the parking brake fully. Only then should you shift into park and let your foot off the brake. Let the heavy-duty brake cables do the heavy lifting, not your delicate transmission. Let us talk about what happens when you get stuck in snow, mud, or sand. Panic sets in and instinct takes over. You slam it in drive, hit the gas, then slam it in reverse, hit the gas, rocking the car back and forth as fast as you can. You are treating your gear selector like a joystick in an arcade game. This is absolute torture for an automatic. The transmission barely has time to engage the clutches before you are asking it to completely reverse the flow of power under heavy throttle. The clutches slip, the heat skyrockets in seconds, and you can literally burn up your transmission right there in the snowbank. If you need to rock the car, you must be patient. Apply the gas, let the car roll back, step on the brake, shift to the other gear, wait a full second for it to engage, and then press the gas. And that brings us to the most common daily habit that feels completely harmless, but is silently burning through your wallet. You are backing out of a parking space or your driveway. You are still rolling backward at maybe 2 miles an hour, but you are in a hurry, so you just flick it into drive and hit the gas. There is no loud grinding noise, so you think it is fine. But inside the transmission, you just forced your clutch packs to act as the vehicle's brakes. They had to absorb the entire momentum of the rolling car, stop it, and force it the other direction in a fraction of a second. Doing this once in a while will not kill your car, but doing it 3 times a day for years will shave tens of thousands of miles off the lifespan of your transmission. Always come to a complete, dead stop before switching between drive and reverse. Wait just 1 single second after shifting to let the hydraulic pressure equalize, and then get on the gas. Automatic transmissions are incredibly complex pieces of engineering. They do not tolerate sloppy driving habits the way old manuals used to. Fix these minor daily mistakes, and you will save yourself a massive repair bill down the road.